This is a systems test playthrough of Red Chrome Cargo, a Screamsheet for Cyberpunk Red, written by Cody Pondsmith. With Pav as truth.exe, Jay as Zero Hanno, and Nick as the GM.
I was doing a job for Hornet.
So I want you to tell me, in under 10 seconds, what you want from me.
Oh, yes. Goods, need, fence, dirt cell, and more medical supplies that I've got. Need transport. Thank you. Militech gear.
Where are the goods?
Downstairs. In the van.
I'm a journalist. I report the truth. I report on what's actually going on in the world instead of the propagandized stuff that's peddled to you by the powers that be to push their own narrative. You know, rise up, my friend. Don't be a sheep.
They take the crates and move them into the back room pretty quick, looking furtively over their shoulders as they do it.
I'd like to speak to your boss, please.
He's just upstairs, on the right. Surprisingly in a good mood tonight.
I'm not part of your organisation, but just need to discuss the payment terms.
I think you've misinterpreted your position here. I'll pay you. It definitely won't be market value.
That's fine. Name your price.
600 eddies total. That's probably 1% of what those things are worth. Don't be sour about this, boy. It's just business.
I understand we've been absolutely fucked on this deal. Go to that. Meet me with Red Eye. I'll tell you where and when. I'm going to go home. And then I create a edit of our good little gang members taking all this Militech gear off the van and stashing it in their warehouse. Anger and rage fuel me. I'm proposing that we take action.
The way that I see this is we had a problem. We solved the problem.
You're not thinking big picture, Zero.
No, I'm thinking survival. So I think we just walk away and call a win a win.
Episode 6. End of the line.
You know what? I completely agree with you. You've convinced me, Zero. I agree.
Cool. Good. I'll see you back at Hornets for our afterlife.
Yeah.
Are we reconvening with Hornet in person?
You have got a message earlier in the day to he wants to see you again. Yeah, that evening, same
Okay,
time.
cool.
Okay, cool. All right. So, are you heading off then, Zero?
Yeah, I will. I've eaten my pie. It was lovely to see you again, both. I hope to do another job with you soon.
Yeah.
My offer still stands about the clinic. I just needed today to rest up a bit after took a bit of a beating yesterday.
No worries.
Yeah, same.
But, yeah. Are you sure you're okay, Red Eye?
Yeah, I'm good. You patched me up pretty good yesterday, so I'm feeling better. I'm going to take it easy for a few days myself.
Just gel and ice. Every 2 hours, one of the other. Keep it. I think bit of sunlight, bit of fresh air.
Cool. Yeah, I will do. Thank you.
He reaches into his little med bag and takes out a little gel, just to be like, and this will stop the scarring so much.
And she takes it, looks at it, and goes, "Thanks, Doc."
And then that I get up and leave.
She goes, "I'd better go too. I've got to see my dad."
Yeah. One sec, Red Eye. Before we head off, I know what we discussed. I'll sit on it for a bit, let the heat die down, and then we'll decide what to do with it.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I mean, yeah, those eddies will be. If we can get some more, it might be worth seeing around. But don't. Zero is right. It is risky. Make sure you don't get in any trouble. I'll reach out on my end too. I'll cover my traces.
Yeah, we'll sit on it for now. Let's not do anything hasty because it is all quite hot and very recent. So I guess ears will be open for this sort of information to find out where it's from. So let's, we'll have a think. Let's speak to Hornet tonight.
Yeah.
Get our other intel, etc., and then we'll reconvene later.
Okay, good. I'll see you later. Have a good day. And she
See you later.
walks
Thanks
out.
for the pie.
Yeah. Cool. So, yeah, she walks out and heads off. You... Well, is there anything else you do with the rest of your day, either of you, as it
I think it's
leads?
probably time for me to try and just relax a little bit, get my
Mhm.
head in the game to see Hornet later.
Do you prepare the rest of the footage? Are you making a story out of that at all? You know, of the conclusion of the initial. Well, yeah, are you making a story out of that? You did say to Hornet you were going to put something together about.
Yeah, but I didn't say when, and I think it was for personal use, so I'm going to leave it
No,
as
that's
is for
fine.
now. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
leaving it as it is for now. So keeping myself the current narrative I'm going to roll with is that Militech stuff's been stolen. The claws are the ones that took it. The claws are the ones that currently have that, at least.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
obviously the footage says that no, none of them have any of the stock, but as in, sorry, I don't know what I'm going on about right now. As in, the footage I've got isn't clear who took it, but it is clear
Yeah,
that who
but it's
currently
clear that
has
it's
it.
going to the Tiger Claws. Yes,
Yeah.
fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, good. So you get there. Sorry, the day passes uneventfully. You all rest up until you're summoned back to afterlife again around midnight. You head in, same procedure as before. I assume you're not. Well, you may not be going in. Assume you're not going on armored, just street clothes, carrying your guns though.
Yeah, I've got my gun. I think
Mm,
I'm always wearing my armor jack anyway.
okay, cool. Yeah, fine. You will if you don't take. And I assume, sorry, Zero, you're not taking your large arms. You're just taking your handgun.
I would take them to there, but then I'd deposit them in the
Fine.
locker.
Okay, fine. Yeah, cool. So you do that. You head on down. The
I wouldn't
night's
take
well
both
underway.
shotguns. That seems a bit excessive.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, club's pumping. You know, you walk to the bar where you see Ironsides again, who gives you a nod and goes, "Oh well, you survived."
Yes, we're here.
Yeah, boss is in the back. Go see. Same room.
And thank you very much.
He gives you a nod and sits there and sips his drink. And as you head through the back, you notice Red Eye again is already there, punctual, sat outside the room. She gives you both a nod, goes, "Gotta stop running into each other like this."
I give a little laugh and
I don't think
a
any of
little
this has
smile.
been accidental. We've had appointments each time.
And then I shake
When you're
my
right,
head.
you're right. Shall we? And she gestures towards the door.
Yeah, I nod and go, yeah, let's go.
Cool. You enter and Hornet is standing away from you now and he's reading a little slate there that he puts down and goes, "Ah, yes. Welcome. Well done. Grab a seat."
Thank you.
Cool. We'll sit down.
Good. And as you walk in, the door closes behind you, and Fox actually was outside the hall and walks in behind you and closes the door there behind you all. Good job. You managed to get the cargo unscathed. I hope it wasn't too much trouble for you. You've managed to prove yourselves well there.
Thank you.
Yes, and thank you to Gunther, who was a great help.
Over and out.
He's a good lad, Gunther. He's got a strong head on his shoulders and he knows he's coming up in the organization. So good to hear that he performed well. I suppose you're hit for the first order of business, and he slaps down 3 stacks of cash, one in front of each of you. Your payment. The goods will be making their way to the iron sites now, and hopefully we can conclude this nasty business that's been ongoing.
The information you offered,
Yes.
is that still... My understanding was that you needed this job done to feel like you could then share the information with me.
Well, it's part that and part test for all of you. You have proven yourselves worthy. We can do business in the future. And actually, as you know, Zero, I am on the lookout for talented medtechs. If you would want to, you could come work for me full time. I would offer you that.
Would you cover my rent?
I think we could manage that.
That's what the current. And would you? I wouldn't be in trouble. You'd square it with my current employers.
I can sort it with the clause. Yes. There's no pressure here from me. It's just an offer for you if you are interested in doing it. I've done some digging. I've seen you're good at what you do. And as I said, I may have seen something about your past that maybe intrigues me as well. Shows me you've got skills.
Is me working for you a prerequisite to then hear more about what you've uncovered?
It is not. No.
Okay.
I can listen. If you're comfortable discussing that now, I can discuss it with you and with everybody. Or if you'd like it in a more private setting, I can do that too.
I think if you could send me the details on a data pad so I can read them.
He snaps his fingers, and Fox takes or passes him a data pad, which he hands over to you there. And you review that. That can't leave this room, actually, I will say. You can study it now, but that information can't go. It is valuable.
Zero is literally going to stand up, go and stand in a corner of the room and read this data pad and basically ignore what else is happening.
Yeah, fine. With that. So you look at this. What it appears to be is a bunch of files that have names on them, and you recognize their individual people's names, and they're the names of your old trauma team. It's kind of a progress report as you run through them of your team and your jobs, and you remember actually a lot of physicals that you were undertaken by a private company that would come and see your team specifically, and it was pitched to you as being a new and innovative way of tracking trauma team members to make sure that they were still appropriate for the job and keeping up to it. And the company was called
medical insurance or something.
Yeah, exactly. They were called Sidusius, the company that would come and look at you, and it was kind of your boss that liaised with them and put you in touch with it. It's all health data you can see there, but there's also there's a percentage reading under a heading that's POSL. And looking at these, you notice they're all fairly low values for the rest of your team members, but you notice you and your boss have much higher ones, and yours is about 73%, and your boss's, Ivan Garcia's, is around 86%.
But what does it all mean?
Yeah, does POSL mean anything to me? Can I deduce it?
Yes, make me a deduction.
My deduction.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh yeah, 22.
Yeah, so PO is Project Octavius, and the SL, these numbers they peak at those, but they seem to fluctuate, and it's when they performed certain tests on you that look to be maybe compatibility tests, and so SL maybe synchronization level, something like that.
Ooh,
cool.
Maybe.
And do I remember them testing any gear on me specific? Like, was it drugs or was it like cyberware?
It was all,
or a mixture of two.
It would have probably been cyberware with maybe lines of questioning that was all done around a therapeutic angle, in that it was done as a mental health check-in style thing, and it was, maybe you put a helmet on and you were shown images and asked questions and had to respond in certain ways and played music or certain sounds, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so while you're off doing that, he turns to Red Eye and goes, "Do you have the file?" And she goes, "Oh yes," and hands it over to basically takes her neural link, plugs it into another data slate, and passes it to him. And goes, he looks and starts scrolling. And goes, yes, interesting.
And this is what we uncovered from the train.
This was the train manifest.
Nice.
It's okay, slightly different, but as we suspected. And you noted that on that file, you noted that there were addresses all around Night City that the goods were that it seemed Militech were delivering goods to. And as he reads out a couple of bits, can you Truth make me a deduction roll, please? And it's DV15.
DV15,
because you're 14 anyway, aren't you? So
deduction. Which one's that on the list again?
it is
I just can't find it. I'm being blind, Butler.
education. You are 14, so just don't roll
Education. Okay, so that's a 18.
Yeah, fine. These locations are in unusual places for Militech. They're not just in the combat zone. They're not just at Militech HQ. They're addresses in Little Europe, University District, the Glen and Upper Marina, all over the city.
Interesting.
All these weapons are being sent out in different places. That is interesting.
Yes, very. What could I do with this information?
And what are Militech doing there?
Yes. Perhaps we need to recce. Get a camera up in there, see what happens.
If you're looking for your next scoop, I wouldn't say no to you going and having a dig around there. We can't let them be trying to make inroads into Night City. The corps can't be upsetting the balance of power just like anyone else.
No. So we all know my theories on the power around here.
I personally don't. No, but I'm joking. Good.
Do you want me to go through it?
I know, but also this could help you because you were after a Militech exec as well, who has been linked to attacks around the city, or not linked. There's a suspicion that that what look to be unprovoked random acts of violence are actually Militech testing weapons, and some of these addresses almost do correspond with your high deduction roll. These addresses correspond with areas that the attacks have taken place as well.
Yeah. So testing military weapons on people.
Civilians, yeah. So, this is all very useful, and he will send across the data to you as well, Truth, and go,
Thank you.
I assume you'll know what to do with this. Call it a little bonus from me.
Merci.
Well, you've all done quite well. We could work together. If I have any more jobs in line for you in the future, I'll bear you in mind. And remember, Zero, my offer still stands.
Thank you.
No job for me? Okay, that's fine.
Well, I need to see. Let's see how your quality of your report goes.
I mean,
But don't worry, you've proven yourself to be reliable.
Thank you very
Zero,
much.
I just might need Zero in a different capacity, but your name's on the books now for any future jobs. You are free to go. And he takes his drink and sips it, and then starts referring or reading a data slate in his hand, and doesn't really pay you any more attention. You see Fox is stood by the door, just very in a composed manner, but with a stance that could be relaxed but could be ready to spring at any moment.
I would like to read this report one more time to ensure I can commit as much of it to memory.
That is perfectly acceptable. Just keep quiet as you do it.
Yeah, and Zero stands in the corner and reads the report again.
And Red Eye will stand up and go, okay, well, I'll going to go and get a drink. I'll see you, Chooms, later. And she walks out.
Bye-bye. I'm not sure where Truth stands now, because he's kind of in a bit of a pickle. Because on one hand, he's still upset about this whole deal thing not being optimum, and so he's obviously very angry about that. But then I'm torn between, well, if I risk this now, what's going to happen later? If I sit on it, then it might be too late. Because I personally can't do anything by myself against it. Zero's clearly not bothered. Red Eye again is slightly more bothered, but at the same time, I don't think she cares either. But you know me, I can't let this grudge go. There's too
you've
many
got
wrongs in
the
this world.
power. You've got your media role power of credibility, where what you do is you release stories, and then depending on how credible you are in your role, the more chance there are of people believing them. So it depends on what outcome you want out of this. Do you want to
Well, I'm
do you
unsure
want to
I
release a
can.
story and embarrass the Tiger Claws? Do you want to release it to showcase Militech incompetence? Well, I mean, at the moment, it's clearly a smuggling deal gone down.
Yeah, but I want to give the angle that I was not involved at all, obviously, but they've stolen the goods and they're hiding it. So personally, I want to show that Militech incompetence. The gang have got the stuff, and my angle is that the story gets spread that they're the ones that took it, and Militech does something about it to get it back.
It's amazing what counts as the truth these days.
I know, right? I usually stand by my word when it comes to fighting
Media
against these
spin.
corporations, but I'm not thinking correctly. I've got this
No,
blind.
that's fair.
The
That's
red
fair.
curtain has descended.
Yeah. Are you waiting while Zero is reading the file, or are you going to go out to the main bar and are
Well,
you going to?
I'll go. Is Red Eye still at the main bar?
Yeah, Red Eye's gone to the bar, and you
Yeah.
see her there ordering a drink.
Maybe I'll try and speak to her again and see if maybe talk reasonably with her, see what she thinks. Now we've all had some time to sit on it and decide what to do. Well, she's probably had more time to rationally sit and decide what to do, whereas I'm just angry about the whole situation.
Yeah, fair. So, as you leave, Zero, is there anything you want to do, or is there anything you're looking for in the file as you're reading it at all?
Just thoroughly trying to commit as much of it to memory as possible. Like maybe if I'm allowed, I'd like take little notes, like little annotations of like names or code words or things that I could then follow up on later. If I get the
I
sense
think
that
that would be
would
okay.
be allowed. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I do that.
You just
like,
can't
key
take a
dates.
copy.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to take like a full copy. I'm just like key things that I think like might help my understanding, or like, yeah, like if I can work out how they assessed our percentage levels of like sympathetic sympathy. No, what did you say?
Synchronization levels.
Synchronization. Sorry. And like what I think that means, or like I write down whatever I can that will be useful, like maybe to like go and do some tests on myself when I'm back at my clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Like run some
Yeah, you remember
scans.
a whole range of tests that were run on you under the guise of wellness, and I think we established last time there was some where you had a almost VR or brain dance headset on and were shown different images and asked questions and given and had to give your response, and readings were taken while you were shown these that would dictate these, or this is what you attribute to being those things that would dictate those levels for you. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so you see Red Eye Truth, you see Red Eye at the bar, and you see she's just ordered a drink. It looks just like a beer. So she's gone pretty non-fancy. You see her pay a couple of eddies there and just notices you approach and goes, "Oh, I would have got you one if I'd known you were coming. Sorry."
Don't worry about it. Barkeep, I'll have the same, please.
One beer coming right up. And so she just pulls the tap, slings it to you. I've adjusted my pricing properly this time, so that will be 4 eddies.
No longer buy one get one free. The beer's a lot
Damn
cheaper
it.
than the cocktails.
True.
Classic.
I'll take a long sip and then I sit down and just like let out a big sigh, like, oh, Red, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm overreacting to this whole situation or this is just normal, but I really feel like we could have got a lot more for those Militech items, and I could have done a lot with that. So maybe I'm just disappointed in myself that I allowed Zero to do the negotiating and take the lead on this.
Hey, listen, and she takes a big swig too, goes, I hear you, Choom, but think of it this way. We're several thousand eddies richer. We're all still alive. We robbed a train. We klept all that gear. It was, yeah, we could still, if you want to do something, if you think you need to do it, then, you know, you should do it.
Are you happy with the situation?
I'm not the most pleased, but you know, we got some money. We got a raw end of the deal, but we got some money, and we didn't get flatlined. If you want to get something out of it, that's fine. You've got to follow what you think is right. If you think it's if you think it's an injustice that can't stand, then, you know, everybody's got to live by their own code in this town.
Would you back me if I went on this?
I don't know what that would look like, I guess. Hey, I stand to make out with it too, so yeah, why not?
All right, well, I'll have a think about our angle.
Do you still want me to post on those boards that we've got some information on some gear?
I think again, let's form more of a plan. I guess let's not rush too hastily into it, but let's not sit on it too long either. Let's reconvene later.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll have some more time to think once we're properly rested, because we still don't know what the pushback is on this going to be from Militech, because I'm sure information spreads fast. The train's obviously been hit, so we obviously left no witnesses, but you never know who was watching or who did see anything. So let's leave it for a bit.
That seems like tomorrow's problem. Right now, let's just have some drinks. And you see she shuts the rest of her beer, and she closes her eyes and just kind of takes a big sip and then opens again. Her eyes are red again. She goes, "Barkeep, 2 more beers."
Is one for me? Are you sharing?
She goes, "Yeah, I'm sharing with you, Choom. Get this down, yeah. See that off. Can't be double parked."
Drink.
Yeah, so you and her start aggressively drinking.
Yeah. I turn around and say, like, what's Zero doing? Is he still in that room?
What is Zero doing?
Yeah, so I think at some point I finish reading and I exit, and I probably see them two drinking quite heavily at the bar. Zero waits for a little bit and watches and sees if there's a moment when, like, Red Eye is like, when, like, Truth is a little distracted, or like turned away at any point. And so if there isn't, he'll just carry on walking.
I've had 2 beers now, so I might need to break the seal. That gives you an opportunity.
Are you looking for Zero as well for him to join?
No, I was just seeing where he was.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
I mean, he can join if he wants. I'm not actively got anything to say to him specifically.
Yeah. So I'll say that you see me talking to Red Eye when you come back from the pisser. But what I say to Red Eye is I say, Red Eye, I know I mentioned it in passing, but if you did want to bring your father around, I would look at him for free.
Right on, Choom. That's That's pretty preem of you. Well, you're not going, are you?
Yes,
I've already got you a
no,
beer.
I need to. No, I can.
Come on, just the one
No.
beer. You can
No,
do
no.
it. Come on, we all did something crazy tonight. We're all still like Come on, you've got to drink with us. You can do it.
I come back from the bathroom and I see Zero's at the bar, and I come up to him. I probably a little too hard, pat him on the back, say, "Drink up."
Oh no, I was just
come on.
going. I was just leaving. I was just I didn't want to. I need to
Well,
get
looks
back
like
to,
this one's yours, Truth. And she slides it across to you.
And Zero starts to back away.
You're triple parked now.
No, I drank those 2 beers. That's why I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, well, I ordered you another one while you're in the bathroom. So I guess it's still just double parked, but come on, Choom. See it off.
Yeah, and Zero toodles
We
off.
chug them out. And I imagine Zero leads as
he
the
leads.
chugging is ongoing.
And then as I'm down, an unattractive burp.
Nice. Excellent. So, yeah, you party on with Red Eye. You probably, both of you, end up spending around 100 eddies each drinking through the night.
I do I?
You graduate from... Well, it depends on how hard you're partying, you know. I'd
Right,
say
well-
if you carry on...
All I'll be doing
roll
is
a-
eating kibble for the rest
You
of the
could
month.
roll like a body check to try and like be sober enough to like not take that extra. You know, like there's that tipping point in the night when you're like 4 beers in and you're like, do you do 5 to 8 or do you call it?
Well, do you want to give me an endurance or a resist drugs?
Resist drugs includes alcohol.
Yeah, give me a resist
All right,
drugs.
give me a
at
resist drug.
DV 13 because
DV
that's
13.
Yeah, when
You're-
Zero walks
you're-
away, he's like, I find alcohol just doesn't do much for me.
Where does this
You need the synth
skill
coke.
hit? I'm on body skills. Okay.
you're on
DV 13.
6. Yeah,
Oh, hey, I rolled 16.
nice. So you comport yourself pretty well, and actually, yeah, you don't spend 100. Do you let Red Eye do most of it? She gets carried away. You notice that.
Whoa, hold up. So I can choose to resist the drugs if I want to, but what if I don't want to resist the drugs and I,
You spend 100 eddies.
I spend 100 eddies, I eat kibble for the rest of the month, but I had a good night.
Well, remember you earned 2,200 overall, so you got
No,
2,000 from.
I get that, but of course I'm very frugal. I don't live beyond my means. I live below my means because most of my funds go back to the cause. So let's say it's a fancy night for me. It's a rare occurrence to spend this much, even when I am earning this much for the month.
Yeah,
because
You're
I think
entering
half
the big
that's my
leagues
rent
now.
anyway.
That's fair. That's wise. So yeah, you're entering the major leagues with a job like this. Who knows what the next steps are? This is the beginning of your
A life
climb.
of crime.
Well, crime is a very relative term in Night City too. You know.
If you
Fair.
steal stolen goods, is it stealing at all?
I would say then I make 2 enemies instead of 1.
Let the public decide. That's probably better.
Because there's the people I stole from, and then the people who stole from them. They're all after the goods. It's a game of who had it last, and then
You don't have
everyone
goods
gets
anymore,
destroyed
so
along the
you're
path.
safe, one might say.
That's
you didn't
true.
Keep the goods in your house, so you know.
I did not keep them in my
That's a
house, but
positive.
I know whose house they are in.
So your night, you party on. You don't everything. You resist the torture drugs, so you don't go too crazy. Don't get yourself into any trouble. It looked like Red Eye might have been going that way, but you probably keep a more clear head and steer her more back to safer waters.
I make sure she gets home okay.
Yeah, exactly. There's a couple of you put her in a cab, send her home. There's I think they're called. There's a battle taxi company or whatever they are that will go and pick you up out of combat zones and stuff. So you can trust them so you can put her in a cab there. And she's like, Choom, you're a good guy. This is good. We gonna do so many jobs and gonna help them all, help the people, and fuck this place. Fuck it. Just yeah, I had fun. I had a nice time.
Okay. Good night, Red. I love you, man. Sorry, lady.
You Choom. You too. Okay. I'm gonna go. I'll catch you later, Gong.
Catch you later.
Cabby, take me to home. And the cab door swings closed. Off she peels into the early hours.
And I'll call one for myself and back to my container for a long rest.
Nice. So, what you basically now have a bit of time to yourselves. What do you want to do? Do you want to release the story? Zero, do you want to do any research into anything? We'll assume we're going to say this is about a week increment. Also, if you wanted to work, you can do as well and try and earn some money, just doing little bits on the side, depending on what things you might need to pay at all.
Yeah, I think I release a version of the story anyway because that's my main role. So it's a big news thing that happened. So obviously, you hit with the first person POV. Militech train gets robbed of their goods, and then you kind of see shots of the train. People on board like dying. A really great headshot from a few,
Yeah, nice.
A few bodies. And then, a few shots of the train, of all the stuff piled up in the back of a van. And then you can see men unloading the van, that sort of thing. And, breaking news, Militech train gets robbed. The robbers get robbed.
Sorry, I have a question. One, when you say headshots, do you mean like literal photos of people's heads? Or do you mean like shooting people in the head?
Recordings of shooting people in the head.
Okay, cool.
And then I also, share information on the manifests that we discovered of where all the stock's getting delivered, or was planned to be delivered, and it's like Militech thwarted. So it's like kind of like a Robin Hood approach, where it's seen as a Militech train gets robbed, and then the gear is redistributed to the people of the streets.
And are you including our faces?
No, of course not. Don't be silly.
Okay.
I've had a week now to nicely edit it, so
okay, cool.
And
Just
it's
checking.
not even, and the story isn't even the people who robbed Militech are getting robbed. It's just framed as a Militech train gets robbed.
So no mention of the Chrome.
No mention of the
Red
Chrome
Legion.
Red Chrome Legion.
No mention yet. No mention yet. We'll see how it pans out.
So
That's old news, though. They know the train was robbed. That's already been reported in the news that train was taken by the Red Chrome Legion. Because that was the Screamsheet that you read
at the beginning. Whereas we stole it off of the Red Chrome Legion.
Wait, what's your gang called? I forgot.
So hold on. So there are 3 gangs involved, right? There's the Red Chrome Legion, who are the fascists.
Yes.
There's the 9th. No, the
Ironsides.
Ironsides, who are
Sides. Sides
Sorry.
is the fixer.
Sides is the
Unfortunately,
fixer.
closely named fixer.
Ironsides, who are the
Ex-Arasaka
anti-fascist
war dogs,
who
who are basically all cyber psychos and heavily chromed up.
Yeah, and they were stealing. We stole it for them. It was originally meant to go to them, and we stole it back for them.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
right.
there's the third group of the Tiger Claws, who are interestingly also slightly linked to Arasaka, who are the gang in sort of like Japantown.
And they're the
and
ones we
lots of
sold
lights.
the extra gear to.
Yes, they're the ones that then we sold this.
Yeah, so there's no mention of Iron Sights or the other gang that we sold it to.
The Red Chrome Legion, or sorry, the Tiger Claws.
Tiger Claws.
Tiger Claws, okay, yeah. So the footage would have all been of the Red Chrome Legion getting
Yes.
donked.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Ganked like
So-
the donks they are.
So what you're going to be doing is making me a believability roll. if you can, I want you to also, you've got to show me, if you show me there are 4 pieces of evidence in there that are true, I will give you a +1 to this roll. But you've got to pitch me what is verifiable evidence, easily understood by the masses. That is what is classed as evidence here. So if you can give me 4 bits of evidence for this story, it will increase its believability by 1.
Okay. Do I roll first or do I pitch my idea?
No, you gotta tell me what your video has first. So you need to. It basically what you're trying to do is roll under your roll value. So currently you need to roll. I think it's 4 or under, but I will double check if it's just under or if it is 4 and under.
Is that on a D10 or a D6?
A D10.
Ooh. For believability.
Yeah.
Jeez,
But
that's
it's because you're only a rank 4.
Okay, right, that makes sense. Cool. So, my 4 pieces of evidence. We've obviously got the train itself. We've got video footage of the gang being on the train. So they're the ones that have stolen the Militech gear to begin with. You see them visibly. They're the ones getting shot. That's your first piece of evidence. You see them on the train. We see all the goods on the train as well. So we see all the Militech gear, all the crates. So you know specifically what it is, and you know that this is the stock that was stolen from originally from Militech. So you know that that's linking to them. Number 3 is going to be the manifest on the train. So you can see exactly what was on it as well. So that's verifiable paperwork to go alongside the video. And then you've got the distribution map as well. So where was this stock going to be delivered to? And you've got the addresses and linking who those addresses are being delivered to. And then as a bonus, you've got the video footage of it all being unloaded and put it in a van and then being delivered somewhere and being offloaded from the van. And you see those same crates, the same markings, same gear inside. Obviously you don't see the other crates that were specific for the Ironsides, but you see all the military gear.
Okay. Yep. So with the stuff, when it's being unloaded as well, you're not showing any tide claws, you're not showing the bar. Are you showing it changing hands? Are you showing the people who are
just the backs of
the
van being open and you see backs of heads unloading things, but nothing identifiable.
Okay. Yeah, fine. And it's more you don't, and you're not showing the location that it ends up at either.
No,
Okay.
no.
Good,
I have that information, and I've got obviously other edits of the video in case I fancy a bit of revenge. But for now, it's just
okay. Yeah, sorry. So that's great. So your current, when you start, you would have to roll under 4 because you've shown me 1 piece of evidence that goes to 5. It goes to 4. Because you've shown me 4 pieces of evidence, that goes to 5. So you have to roll so it's 3. So it has a 3 out of 10 to start with. So you basically have to roll a 5 for this story to be believed.
5 or less, or exactly
Correct.
5.
5 or less. Sorry. Yes.
Okay. Let's see what happens. And it's a D10, right?
It is D10. Yes.
Imagine how easy it would be with a D6.
Yes, it would.
It's an interesting mechanic, isn't it?
Okay, I rolled a 10, so that's
a 10. So
is that a critical though?
No, it doesn't matter for this because you're rolling
That's
under.
sad.
Yeah, it's rolling under, so I rolled 10, so it's not believable.
No, that's fine. You publish the story and you send it out, and very quickly it gets lost in the media stream. You find out that actually, and you publish as truth.exe, don't you? Yeah. Very quickly, there are counter smear campaigns released against you and your alias, basically going, who is this nobody? They don't know anything. Clearly look at this. And you notice it on certain news networks that they are taking your video and they are highlighting and going, well, look, this clearly is doctored. This is AI here, and drawing and highlighting little circles and saying, look at the inconsistency on this, and basically just trying to push everything they can to discredit you on this. How much of your handle do you associate with yourself? As in Saif and Truth, how disparate
Like,
are
how
you as?
identifiable?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, they're not obviously we stand for the same thing in and out of my role, but it's not identifiable who I am. So everything's posted. That's why I use the handle truth.
Okay, yeah, fine. So all that happens is you end up being completely discredited by the major corpo news. They pick the story apart. As much as it is true, they just throw everything they can at it to make it look like it's not.
Socrates said something about that. When they have no argument against it, they just try and shut down the truth.
And that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're just trying to inject. And you notice there's other sensationalist news stories about celebrity gossip starts to quickly jump back into the mainstream as well. The scandals on latest telenovela stars that are seen cheating on their partners that enter into the news cycle, and yours is lost after a day or two of there.
It's fine. It is what it is. Alas. Maybe I'll try again later with less edits.
So once you publish a story, you can't publish another story on the same exact topic unless you have new information to add to the conversation. So if you were to release the story with more information, you could try again.
Yeah.
But
okay.
at the moment, you can't try and push it back into the cycle.
Is there a time limit on how long you have to wait before you push another story again on the same subject?
No, but I would say this all happens over the course of 4 or 5 days now.
True. Okay. Well,
News cycle moves much faster than that.
Well,
yeah,
that is
so
true.
it's old news now anyway, so unless there's a new story to link back to the old one, then no one cares anymore, right? That's fine.
It's true.
Cool. All right, well, apart from that, I'm resting, and I'll cover any other news that crops up my way.
Yeah. The other thing you can do is you can investigate rumors. Is the other thing, but we'll jump over to Zero for now and see what they will be doing with what he will be doing with his next few days.
Yeah. Zero is going to divide his time into thirds. So, like 3 different tasks. One is healing anyone who needs healing who comes to the clinic. So either like new patients or any tiger claws sort of injuries. In his other time, he is going to, if Red Eye or Truth come around to get their cyber implants done, he will do those free of charge and get his own cyber implants implanted. And also then thirdly, remove the cyberware from those people that he encountered, the bodies that he's got.
Yeah, fair.
And ask the tiger claws to kindly remove the bodies from his house as they are. I'm imagining they're sitting in like a little freezer chest in the corner, and I'm slightly macabre, like butchering through them.
Yeah. I'm done with them now. Just off they go. Just every so often. Yeah. So can you roll me your humanity loss for your cyber arm, please?
Is that what you gave me? Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, it was a cyber arm with a med scanner.
Yeah, we pulled it out, didn't we? From the bodies.
And the antibodies.
Yes, you will need to give me a
Yes, enhanced
cyberware
antibodies
loss for
and
those
cyber
two.
arm with inbuilt med scanner. Oh yeah, I'm definitely prioritizing the inbuilt med scanner.
Yeah, because the arm wasn't one you pulled off a body. That's one we found in one of the crates.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sweet.
So that is
how much is that? 2d6.
1d6 divided by 2 for enhanced. Oh, sorry, that's antibodies, not the cyber arm.
Cyber arm's got to be 2d6.
Yeah. Let me
Although
just
I already
see.
no, I've got meat. I've got meat.
You could transfer. You could have the tools in one meat arm and then just have your other cyber arm be
the med scanner. Yeah,
Yes.
but it means I need a whole cyber arm, and do you know what I mean? I need to get the cyber arm
and the med
then-
scanner. Yeah.
Or is the med scanner in a cyber arm? So it's both
It is
cyber
in the arm,
plus-
but it will be 2d6 for the cyber arm and 2d6 for the med scanner.
Okay, cool. And how much to fix?
It's it'll be 1,000, but I will say it's 500 because the med scanner is already installed.
Okay, cool. Okay, so 2d6 twice.
Yes.
But you still
For
got
your
to pay for
humanity
it, even though you've got the parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pay for the fixing of it. Oh, 2 1s. Yes.
Nice. That's 2 for the arm. 2 humanity
And
loss.
then a 6 and a 3.
Okay, so 11 total humanity loss.
11 total. That's
Pretty
average.
good considering it. Yeah. Yeah. It's to encourage, or it's to not. It's to stop you from not just taking all the bodies you see and ripping all their cyberware out. That you have to pay for them for their installation.
So now my
But Zero's offering it to me for free.
my max humanity, but I can't do surgery on myself. My max humanity goes down. Is that right? So I've lowered my because I've got a something out of something.
It will. So as it
Or
you
does
know
it-
as it drops.
But yes, but my max humanity doesn't. But my score, my empathy does. Okay, cool. I have lower humanity. I am even less empathetic than I was already to begin with. I am the least of empathetic doctors. We live in an unempathetic world.
Yes, your bedside manner is questionable, I should say.
Well,
Hey,
don't
this
worry.
is
You can still go to
whenever-
therapy if you want to increase it.
Yeah.
So if you go to therapy and
We
you
all
can
know that
increase it
doctors
even though
hate
you've got
doctors, though.
cyber gear.
Yeah, which is
Yeah,
why
you-
it's out of. So now I've got and does that include the enhanced antibodies or not?
No, those would be 1d6 divided by 2.
Okay. Come on, a 1. 1!
There we go. So you lose 1.
Okay, but I don't. So I lose. I don't lose half and then nothing.
You're a tank now. What are you talking about?
This takes my empathy down to 2.
2.
29, because I've got 29, right? Which
Yeah,
means
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
I was on 30. I was on the clean 30, and now I'm on 29 out of 50. So now my empathy is 2.
Well, no, my empathy's on 6 out of 8.
Even less bedside manner. Literally,
Yeah.
there is a stat that is equivalent of bedside manner, which is human perception, empathy,
Yeah.
and it is a total of 4 now. Oh, and conversation, which is also empathy, which is a 5.
Perfect.
I am
Perfect.
not good at empathetic conversation. Cool. And I lose 500
Yes. Yeah. And
eddies.
however much the antibodies will be as well.
Oh, cool. Can you tell me how much that is?
Yes. If I can. Oh, those are 500 too. Woof.
So, okay, so I have 1,000. So that cost me £1,000.
You're ripping through your funds. That's alright, that's your
But
rent
you
and
now
kibbles.
heal twice your body for each day you spend resting, instead of just your body. So that's pretty good if you get banged up.
Yeah. And was there something else? Can I? Yeah, and then I've just got more spare parts. Does Red Eye and Truth come around for their cyber stuff?
Yeah, I come
Well,
around.
Red Eye didn't. Yeah, Red Eye doesn't have any cyberware to install.
She has a dad though.
She does have her dad, and
I don't know why I
I
found that
think-
funny.
yeah, I know her dad who will get treatment. But let's deal with Truth going round first.
Okay, hold on. Let
I guess
me
then.
do. So where's my? Hold on, I've got this in my bookmarks.
And then for the listeners, Nick, do you want to remind everyone what I picked up?
You picked
For the
up
listeners.
for the listeners, you cheeky fuckers. You should all take notes. It was
I did take notes.
yeah. Cyber Audio Suite. It was a homing tracer, so it can follow a link tracer up to 1 mile away. Comes with a free button-sized link tracer. Replacements are 50 Eurobucks, and it costs 100 Eurobucks to install. If you were to install it, it will cost you 1d6 divided by 2. Round up sanity loss.
Let's do it.
You sure
1d6 rounded up.
You sure you trust Zero with his knives?
I trust him with his knives. I don't trust him to do a trade deal.
That's fair. I mean, these aren't my skills.
So I would like you to make me a surgery roll, please.
Yeah, so on page 226. That's what you're on, right?
No, but I can be.
Page 226 has the DV check for cyberware installation for found cyberware.
Sweet. So it's DV 13.
13.
No, that's
And
critical
then
injury. 2 to 6.
Med
Never mind.
scanner.
Yep.
Does that do?
Oh, it will be a 13, I think, as well if it costs 100.
And it gives you the costs there as well. The med scanner, is only for +2 for first aid and paramedic, but I can't use it for surgery. And this is a surgery check, isn't it?
Yes. So it is a clinic-based installation, which I think means it's 15.
I won't be able to do a hospital-based installation in my clinic.
Yeah, that's fine. So it's DV 15.
So that goes to 6, plus my 8 for technical means that I get +14 to this roll, and I'm trying to beat a
15.
15.
Just don't roll a 1.
Yeah, I know. Don't roll a 1, right? That's an 8.
There you go. So you managed to install this without a hitch. I think, truth, the last thing you see is Zero's shiny new arm putting the mask over your mouth. And what do you say as you send him to sleep?
I say, did I include the pain reduction medicine in this or not?
And the world just goes black because that's the last thing you hear.
I was actually expecting some sort of tagline being like, zeroing in.
No, not quite.
It's not that cool.
You carry out the surgery with no issues there. You now have a homing tracer that you can stick on something and you can follow its location up to 1 mile away. So that's pretty jazzy.
Nice. You didn't let me have my little cutscene of idle chit chat with Zero, so I'm going to have that now.
Oh yeah, of course. Apologies. Yeah.
Maybe after you come to. I like it.
Zero, how did it go?
Yes, I mean, all your vitals seem perfectly within the normal range.
Thank you, I appreciate this.
Of course.
Oh, this is going very useful for tailing my leads and finding
many use cases for a good homing beacon.
You stick it
Pricey
to your keys.
Gear, though, I don't often get to install such advanced cyberware.
Well, I guess we had a good haul, and I'm coming to realise, some things need to be let go of for now, unless there's a use for it later. So, in terms of how my thoughts on the mission, and then selling
yeah,
gear.
I was going to say I wouldn't let go of the homing beacon because that's very expensive gear.
Of course. I'll put it on my keys to make sure I know where to find them.
Yes, very sensible. Very sensible.
Have you heard from Red Eye at all? Has her father popped in?
Not yet. But
Yeah,
I sent her a message reiterating the offer on my agent.
Yeah, we had a good drink the other day. She seems very good. We could do a lot of good work together, all of us.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes.
Have you heard anything else from Ironsides?
No, I don't believe so.
No. That's fair enough. Well, how long's the recovery for this? Do I just need to relax and rest here? What do I do?
I check the vitals. I go. No, you're fine.
Great, fantastic. Well, I guess
Hit
I'll
the
head
left
back
D on
home
the
and.
D-pad to do skip scene, and then
Wow, you. I chat so shit that you skip me.
No, I just meant
Fair
for the
enough.
cyberware installation.
Just take this synth coat twice a day and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Yes,
Nice.
I do believe that your cyberware load should be reasonable, but if you are having any problems with adoption, here are some antibody suppressants to prevent your body from rejecting the implants. Make sure you take one of these every 3 days. Take this one once every third day on the off cycle, so 1.5 days through the first day take this one, and then 1.5 days through the second cycle take this one.
You know what? You've explained it very clearly to me, and that all makes perfect sense. So I will
Good.
do that.
Good.
Do you just, as you leave, just chuck them over your shoulder into a bin? Something just...
No, don't be silly. I might need them.
It's true.
Oh, and this, and I just take out the thing and just like put a shot straight into your neck of antibody suppressants. So that should get you started, so you don't have to worry about the first 2.5 doses. But so you'll start midway cycle through on.
In 3 days'
I'll
time.
set a little reminder on your bio watch because I still have access.
Oh, great. Have we still got little
agent
radios
will
we could
ping
talk
you.
to each other?
Your agent will ping you. We've got our
Over.
agents.
Yeah.
Your agent will ping you when you need to take your pills.
Oh, very good. All right, mate. I appreciate that. Let's speak soon. And how's your arm doing?
My arm. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
it's great.
Looking
Because I
very
wasn't
new and
able to-
shiny.
Yeah.
You're all chromed up.
Yes.
Ladies must love that. You must take it to a bar or two to show off.
I think the men and ladies like it equally. Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
All
it's very
right.
shiny.
Are you happy?
Very happy.
Good.
I have a very quick rules interjection here.
Yeah.
You lose 2 maximum sanity for each piece of cyberware you have installed. You can recover humanity, not sanity. I'm talking the wrong game. You can recover humanity back up to your maximum, but you up to your new lower maximum. You can't ever go above it unless you remove the cyberware that does it. Borgware lowers the maximum humanity by 4 instead.
Sorry, so
cyberware
2
with 0
per-
humanity loss doesn't decrease your maximum humanity. And Truth, can you roll me 1d6 and divide it by 2 for how much humanity you will lose?
1.
Cool. So you will lose 1 humanity there.
Just literally one humanity.
Yeah, just 1.
So-
You'll lose 2 maximum, but you will lose 1 at the moment.
So just to be clear,
Yeah.
is that 1 count for 10 humanity points?
If you go beneath no, sorry. So your humanity is from 0 to 100. And if you have 8 empathy, that means you're on 80. And if you lose 1, your empathy and humanity are tied together. If you lose 1, that would take you to 79, which then makes your empathy 7.
Oh, really? So the second
Yes.
I go down to that lower number. Okay, so I've lost 1. So I was at 60 out of 80 humanity because I've already got cyberware, and so now I'm at 59 of 80. So my empathy drops to 5 out of 8.
Correct, exactly. Yeah.
Got it.
Does that include for like internal? So actually, does it cost you twice? So say like a cyber arm with the med scanner included in it.
Mm-hmm.
I lose 4 for that because it's both the
Yes.
cyber arm and the thing.
That's right.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay. So 2, 4. So we also lose. I don't think then I did this correctly when I first made my sheet. So,
But that's
I
all
would
right
also,
because
no, I know, but I'm just saying to like Pav, we should also make sure that we lose the 2 off the max for like the cyber eye and all the things that you had originally. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
you're not going to be
14.
you're not going to be tied
Do we
with
lose
your
it for
max
fashion wear as
humanity.
well?
If it costs 0 to install, then no.
Okay, cool.
If it costs 0 humanity to install.
Okay, cool. I lose 14 of my max humanity. Jesus Christ, no wonder I'm so blooming.
You know what? I'm just going to go with the DM checked my sheet and was fine with my current stats.
My current
I didn't.
humanity is 29 out of 36.
I think Red Eye does drop you a message to say that she will drop by and see you, but she says, I'll be in touch in a couple of days. We're still just undergoing the last couple of bits of treatment. And you notice in the news, actually, that the war that was raging in between the Iron Sights and the Red Chrome Legion has come to a very abrupt end, and it says the Iron Sights have seemed to have rallied and attacked with enhanced vigor, and they're utilizing efficient strikes and new weaponry. It looks like there was some talk of chemical weapons have been deployed as well that have completely decimated the Red Chrome Legion. So all hostilities have ceased there.
Oh, what have we done? Chemical weapons. Jeez.
It's what Hornet's known for. He's known for his technical engineering in that field. That's how he made his bread coming up in the wars.
Fair enough. Well, we contributed to that. It's slightly scary, but hey ho.
It's the evils you have to choose. And with that, the camera pans out through the window of Zero's apartment and starts to ascend upwards. We pass other windows and get snapshots of people's lives, some doing laundry, some making food, others cleaning weapons. It's a real gamut of the types of people who live hard in this city. The camera continues to ascend as we get to an aerial view of Night City, the whole vista being encapsulated in our view. The day's drawing to a close with the last rays of sunlight starting to dip below the horizon, casting an even more red glow than normal due to the dust that hangs in the air. The daylight is replaced with artificial and neon lights that start to flicker on as the city truly comes alive. Another night in Night City begins. Who knows what it holds in store? This is a systems test playthrough of Red Chrome Cargo, a Screamsheet for Cyberpunk Red, written by Cody Pondsmith. With Pav as Truth.exe, Jay as Zero Hanno, and Nick as the GM. How'd it come to this? We were winning. We had them on the ropes. For fuck's sake. We lost so many. I need more than just a stiff drink here. What the fuck are we gonna do? Sorry, boss, but we got some news about the train. One of the boys found this video that's been doing the rounds. Corpo News says saying it's fake, but take a look. That's definitely Andre and Barbara getting flatlined. That's our train, alright. And our goods. Any details on who's doing the filming? Not in the footage. They've done a good job of keeping themselves anonymous, but we can see it's been published by Truth.exe. I've never heard of them, but I've sent out some feeders to see if we can find their little rat nest and flush them out. Good. This shit cost us our progress, our troops, and even this war. Get as many as you can spare out looking for them. I think we need to have a little chat with this Truth.exe. Thank you for listening.